The Tax Tinker, turning curiosity into wealth. The Tax Tinker, Bob's journey from contractor to tax strategist. Bob had always been hands-on. Growing up in a family of builders, it was no surprise that he took over the family construction business when his father retired. A second-generation contractor, Bob worked hard to maintain the legacy his father had built. Alongside his wife Sally, they managed not only the family business, but also the equally demanding task of raising 3 kids in Portland. Bob's life was busy, balancing work, projects, and family time. However, as his business grew, so did the complexity of managing it, especially when it came to taxes. At first, Bob thought taxes were just an annual chore, something to get through every year. But as profits from the business and real estate investments started piling up, Bob realized that there had to be better ways to manage the family's finances. He wanted to protect the family's income and find ways to help it grow, beyond just putting it in the bank. He knew that the key to unlocking that next level of financial freedom lay in better tax planning. But how? That's when Bob met David Tuck, a former IRS auditor and Portland tax consultant. David wasn't just any tax advisor, he specialized in working with family-owned businesses like Bob's. He showed Bob how to unlock the potential of tax strategies that could save money and build generational wealth. The first meeting, tax strategies Bob never knew existed. Bob sat down with David, explaining his situation. A growing family business, increasing income, and 3 kids whose future he wanted to secure. Bob's goal was simple: keep more of what he earned and make sure his family could thrive. But what David showed him was far from simple. It was an eye-opening education in tax savings and wealth-building strategies Bob had never even considered. The first revelation? Hiring his kids through the business. You're already teaching them the business, so why not pay them for their work? David explained, if your kids are under 18, the wages you pay them are not subject to payroll taxes. It's a great way to reduce your business's taxable income, plus you can use that money to fund their future. Bob's curiosity was piqued. Wait, I can pay my kids and use that money for their benefit? Funding a Roth IRA for the kids. The next strategy David introduced was a game changer for Bob, setting up Roth IRAs for the kids. If you pay them a reasonable wage, you can contribute that income directly into a Roth IRA, David said. It's a retirement account, yes, but the beauty of it is that the money can grow tax-free, and later, if needed, your kids can use that money for education expenses without facing penalties. Bob hadn't thought of retirement planning for his children, but David explained that getting started early could give his kids an incredible head start. You're setting your kids up for life, David continued. Imagine decades of tax-free growth. They won't just have money for school, they'll have a financial cushion when they retire. Bob loved the idea. As a parent who wanted to instill good work values in his kids, being able to teach them financial responsibility while also giving them a financial head start was a win-win. Permanent life insurance, building wealth and security. Next, David introduced permanent life insurance, a tool that Bob hadn't fully appreciated before. Like many people, Bob thought of life insurance as something you buy to protect your family in case of tragedy. But David showed him how permanent life insurance could be used as both a tax-efficient savings tool and a source of financial security. This isn't just about leaving money behind, David explained. You can borrow against the cash value of a life insurance policy if your family needs it, and that's tax-free. It's a way to build wealth while also having a safety net in place. The more David explained, the clearer it became. Bob could set up life insurance policies for his children now, while they were young and healthy, at much lower rates. Then later in life, those policies could be converted to permanent insurance, continuing to grow tax-deferred and be a financial resource for them when needed. And the earlier you set this up, the better, David added. Not only is it cheaper to get life insurance for kids, but over time, the cash value will grow. If you ever need to access that money, whether it's for education or an emergency, it's there. Education savings, 529 plans, and Coverdell accounts. Of course, Bob and Sally were concerned about their kids' education, and David introduced them to 2 popular education savings vehicles, 529 plans and Coverdell education savings accounts. These accounts let you save for your kids' college tax-free, David explained. A 529 plan allows you to contribute a significant amount, and the money can grow tax-free for education expenses. But if you want more control over investments, a Coverdell account might suit you better. Bob appreciated the flexibility, especially knowing that they had multiple kids to think about. He liked that the money in these accounts could be earmarked specifically for education, but was also open to using Roth IRAs and life insurance as backup sources if needed. The bigger picture, so many strategies, so much opportunity. As David continued, Bob realized they had only scratched the surface. There were so many tax strategies he could implement for his family's financial future. From hiring his kids and funding Roth IRAs to setting up permanent life insurance and saving for education with 529 plans, Bob saw how the pieces fit together. His construction business was successful, and with David's help, the family's future could be secure for generations. "This is just the beginning," David told him. "There are even more ways to build wealth and reduce taxes, especially when you start thinking long-term. The goal is to have a mix of tax-advantaged accounts and strategies that not only protect your family, but help your money grow." For Bob, the lessons from David were a game changer. He had always been a hands-on person, tinkering with the business and managing projects. Now he had the tools to tinker with something even more important, his family's financial future. Take control of your family's future with David. Like Bob and Sally, explore powerful tax strategies to secure your family's financial future. Whether it's hiring your kids, funding their Roth IRAs, setting up permanent life insurance, or investing in 529 plans for education, there are countless ways to reduce your tax burden and grow your wealth. David Tuck, an ex-IRS auditor and expert Portland tax consultant, is here to guide you. Specializing in helping family-owned businesses and individuals, David can tailor a tax strategy that works for you. Ready to get started? Schedule a call today. Don't wait to secure your family's financial future. Schedule a right fit call with David at Anvil Tax today and explore the tax strategies that can help your family grow its wealth, save for the future, and reduce taxes. Let's build your financial legacy together.